What's up, boys? How are you all doing? I'm just going to do a trade recap today, and I'm going to go over the two trades that I took. The first one was a break-even trade, and the second one was a win, and I got up about $450. So, I think I traded this session really well, and I sort of predicted where price was going to go the entire time, which doesn't happen very often. Like often, I can predict where we're going to go for a little bit where I'm entering the trade, but for this one, I just, from 8:30 pre-market all the way through to like 11, I just sort of could see where price was going to go, and I was right. So I'm sort of proud of that. I think I did well, and that's why I'm sharing it with you guys. So the first thing I did was I started on the daily, and actually I should replay so that it's less confusing because this is 10 hours later. Okay, so starting out on the daily time frame, I basically just noticed that we were trending upwards, taking highs, making lows, taking more highs, making lows. We did just take these previous all-time highs, so I was cautious of that, but that is also what caused this move down here. So I thought that move down was sort of well overdue and we were ready to go back to the upside. The reason I also had conviction that we were going to go back to the upside, by the way, yeah, I was bullish, was that we'd come down to equilibrium and we were in a discount of this leg down. So we're in a heavy discount, so it was a good time to get into buying positions. Also, on the 4-hour time frame, we've got all of this, and that looks like it needs balancing to me. It still hasn't balanced yet, but I think that in time we are going to come up and balance it here. So I got rid of this and I just kept this 50% 4-hour range up here just to keep me, just to remember that it's there. And that was sort of my draw on liquidity for the day. On the 4-hour time frame, we'd come down into this fair value gap. We did have another one down here, but that's heavy discount, and if we'd come all the way down here, I probably would be expecting to take out this, because this was the previous week to last week's low, so 2 weeks ago's lows. Check on the daily. Yep. Anyway, so basically what I had at this point is I had that we'd come down here. I expected us to come back to the 50% range of this leg. I also thought that this fair value gap here will probably hold, since if we're to come down all the way to this one, we're going to go even lower. So I wanted to see this one hold, which it did. And then, so what time is this? 2. Yeah, okay. This is perfect. Alright, so then we had this 4-hour fair value gap, which we came down in London and perfectly filled, right? So I'll go into the hourly time frame and show that a bit deeper. So this is going to look really confusing. I don't really know how to make this look any cleaner on the chart. But what I saw was that during the London session, so 2 o'clock, we came down. So 2 o'clock here, we came down and we filled this hourly fair value gap between 2 and 5. So we tapped into a premium, into a PD array, and I was expecting from here to bounce, okay? At the same time, we also formed an SMT with ES. So this is on NQ. On NQ, we didn't take this low. And on ES, we did. Okay, so that's a strong indication to me that NQ is going to move higher from here. Now, if I go into the lower time frame, so from there I scale onto the 15-minute. So I'm going from top down. I'm going from the daily, 4-hour, 1 hour, looking at the previous sessions, London and Asia, what did they do? And then from there, I'm moving into the New York, into the New York session and getting really close in. So I moved to the 15-minute time frame. And this was where there was a couple things that I needed to see happen in order to stay bullish, right? First one was we needed to hold this fair value gap. So from here to here, this imbalance, I needed to see that held. And we held this perfectly. It was picture perfect. I actually couldn't believe how perfectly price was playing out yesterday. It was crazy. So we came down, didn't inverse this, perfectly respected it, had a big wick down and created an SMT on that same leg. So we had a high time frame SMT filling in this imbalance. We then came up, okay, and we had a change in the state of delivery above this leg down. And that was all I needed to see. If once we had that change in the state of delivery, I was 100% in my bias that we were going to be bullish. Now, I would sometimes probably have tried getting in down here on this leg. Like this would have been a perfect entry, this inverse here, this 3-minute inverse. But recently I've been trying to stick to the higher time frames because I think I've been getting sucked in a little bit with the low time frames and starting to lose sight of the bigger picture. So I was looking for some more confirmation on the higher time frames. This would have been an absolutely perfect inverse and you could have rid that really high and got a crazy trade, but I didn't take that one. I took a slightly different trade. Basically, I was waiting for the 5-minute to inverse, and it inversed all the way up here, but we had so much momentum that I realized we were probably going to take... we were probably going to inverse it on the 5-minute. So when we inverse this 3-minute, I actually got in here, which was super high up. I didn't want to get in where we did, but that's where I got in. And I put my stop loss at this low because we created another SMT here. We created another one with ES at this low as well. So we had a double SMT and a 5-minute inverse, 15-minute change in the state of delivery. We were bouncing out of higher time frame PD arrays. Everything was lining up perfectly, so I was happy to enter there. I entered there. My first take profit was at the high of the day. And I rode my second TP up to somewhere around here. But it was like 3 o'clock in the morning and I didn't want to hold the trade because there was news coming out at like 5 a.m. for me and I can't be in a trade during the news. So if I actually go onto the 1 minute, you'll be able to see where that news dropped. Oh, maybe you can't. Oh, this is because I'm on bar replay. Soon. What? Where was that news candle? Am I tripping? I swear there was a massive news candle somewhere in here. Fuck. I don't know what is going on. Oh, what the fuck? Here. So I entered on the micros. I don't know why this wasn't showing on NQ. Anyways, that's the trade that I took. I know this was a bit just random and I'm just sort of spitting. It's very confusing probably. It makes more sense in my head because I'm the one that was actually trading it in live time. I want to start trading live potentially. I want to start streaming. That'd be really sick, but I don't really have enough viewers just yet, I think, to worry about streaming. So when I build up a bit more of an audience, I might start streaming. I think that'd be cool. Yeah, that's really all I've got. Thanks for watching, guys. I've got a free Discord if you want to join that. It's been a fair few more people have been joining recently. It's really good. Been good to talk to you guys, see where everyone's at, and learn together. It's been good. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you liked it. That would really help me out. And yeah, thank you.